Sharkie Gamer here. So today we're taking a look at the Razer BlackShark Expert 2.0 gaming headset. And this is of course the Battlefield 3 Collector's Edition. So this is the front of the box just here. Moving in for a bit of a closer look. Up the top here you've got the Battlefield 3 Collector's Edition logo just there. And below that it's advertising to unlock the Razer Serpent dog tag, which is basically a redeemable code that's included in the box. On the other side of course you've got the Razer logo. And in right the center there you got a cool picture of the headset. And of course it says Razer BlackShark down the bottom. Moving on to the side of the box, you got some cool Battlefield 3 artwork just there. And you got a bit of description down here which I'll just read. It's got some handy information. With the Battlefield 3 Razer BlackShark 2.0 gaming headset for the PC, gamers will experience the full force aural intensity of EA and DICE's military shooter masterpiece, Battlefield 3. Hear the loud clatter of a machine gun, the deep tremor from a tank's cannon blast, or the ground-shaking explosions as if you were right there in the thick of the action, with the headset's crisp, clear, and bass-enhanced stereo audio. Feel like a real attack helicopter pilot with the headset's exclusive Battlefield 3 military aviator design. It features a sound-isolating circumaural ear cup design inspired by those found on headsets worn by real pilots, blocking out distracting ambient noises to keep the tactical chatter over the radio and immersive sounds of war in. And when you stop gaming to get out and about, detach the boom microphone to take the stylish headphones with you for an awesome audio solution on the go. The Razer BlackShark gaming headset is the most vital weapon for your fight in the intense military shooter Battlefield 3. And down here, it's got some features there. So it says Stereo 2.0, circumaural design, detachable boom mic, analog connectivity, and 40mm neodymium magnet. And of course right down the bottom here it says sound locked and loaded. On the other side of the box, it's got some more pictures there of the headset, a bit more closer ups. And it says exclusive Battlefield 3 design, with a design inspired by military aviator headsets and updated for Battlefield 3. The Razer BlackShark packs comfort to endure extended mission times and superior sound isolation for absolute command clarity in the most frenzied situations. Complete sound isolation for distraction-free gameplay. The circumaural design and leatherette sealant of the headset's ear cups block out all unwanted ambient noise, so you can only hear the awesome intense battle audio and tactical radio chatter of Battlefield 3. Detachable boom microphone for added portability. Discuss strategies and issue orders to your squad for the win in absolute voice clarity with a unidirectional boom microphone. And to power your audio on the go, just attach the microphone to take your Battlefield 3 Razer BlackShark gaming headset out with you. And of course here it's got a picture of it connecting to other different types of devices as well as your PC. And then further down it's got a bit of technical specifications there, if any of you like reading those. On the back of the box, it again has another cool picture of the headset, and it points out some key features: memory foam leatherette ear cushions, stereo sound with enhanced bass, 40mm neodymium magnet drivers, exclusive Battlefield 3 design, sound isolating circumaural ear cup design, detachable boom microphone for voice chat or added mobility. Okay, so let's open this up now and have a closer look at the headset. So it opens up, the sleeve just slips up, and it reveals this box within, which is pretty cool. It says BlackShark on the side, and it's basically like a display box. It's also got the Battlefield 3 Collector's Edition logo sort of there. So opening it up, it has your headset nicely packed inside, and it's nice that they've actually taken some thought into putting into a nice box since it is a collector's edition. So first off here, we have some paperwork that it comes with. So you got the standard like little congratulations thing that Razer has in their products. You got a bit of a quick start guide here, and the guide just goes through connecting it, certain features, etc. You got a sticker, and you've also got that redeemable code on the reverse for that dog tag. Okay, I'll just pull everything out of the box now and then we'll go through the headset feature by feature. Okay, so this is the headset. So first up, you can tell it looks like a military design. And this is basically a 2.0 stereo headset. And of course you can tell with that branding on the top that it is Battlefield 3 branded, because this is the Battlefield 3 Collector's Edition. So it's got the name Battlefield 3, and on the sides you can see it's got like the orange stitching there, and that's sort of just to go along with that kind of theme, as well as having orange cables, orange connection cable. It's just to go along with that kind of Battlefield 3 theme. And it's also orange inside there as well, the side of the ear cups. I feel with the branding it could have had a little bit more branding, like maybe even has some artwork on the sides here, because it's just a plain navy kind of blue on the sides. I don't know, they could have put some kind of image here, I reckon, or at least make it look maybe a bit worn or something like military-like. I think it would have looked a bit more better, because at the moment I feel that even though it looks pretty cool, like a military style, with the plain sides here, it looks like it could have used something a little bit extra, just to make it look a bit more cooler. So going into the first kind of feature, of course you got these ear cups here, and these what they call leatherette ear cups, and they really are soft. If you look at that, it's hard to tell, but they are really soft. Really nice and soft, so when you put this on your head, the softness of it goes against your head, and it's basically there for comfort. And it's on the headband here as well. So it's really nice and soft, so it's not going to easily hurt your ears or your head or anything like that. Next thing is, of course, the microphone, which is on the side here. And this microphone is adjustable, so of course you can slide it up when you're not using it, slide it down when you are, and it's completely adjustable. It is bendable. Try to get a better view of this. And this piece bends here as well. And you can tell it's got metal. And this piece here goes forward and back, so you can adjust the actual distance here. So you can adjust it to exactly where you like it. If you want it closer to your mouth, further away, adjust this part here. So the microphone is completely adjustable, so that you can put it in your ideal position for when you're playing. So you just find the right position that you like, place it in that, and it's right to go. And of course when you're not using it, you just pop it out the way, and it's there nicely out of the way. Now of course this microphone is not only adjustable, but it's also removable, which means that you can use this just for a headphone. So it just pulls out like that. And of course in the box, what you'd normally get is this little, it's like a little circular clip that plugs into there to cover that. I bought mine secondhand off eBay, so I don't actually have that. But if you buy this new, you'll usually have a little clip to put in there in its place, which means you can just use these as a pair of headphones. You can see down here with this connection, it's a standard 3.5mm connection, which not only means that you can use this on your computer, but of course if you just want to use it as a pair of headphones, you can grab your iPod and you can just plug this in to your iPod. And then voila, you've got a nice pair of headphones to take with you, although these aren't exactly portable. But I mean, if you are the type of person that likes wearing the larger headphones when you're listening to your music or whatever other portable media device you're using, then of course you can get away with looking at these, because these look pretty cool anyway. So it's pretty cool, and that's the helpful thing of having a standard 3.5mm jack connected on it. And of course, when you're ready to use these on your PC as a headset, which means using them with the microphone. So we'll plug the microphone back in here. So if you want to use it as a headset, so headphones as well as microphone, you take the standard connection and you plug it into the splitter cable that's included in the box. So it just plugs into there, and now you've got two connections, one microphone and one headphone. And of course these plug in to your computer's sound card. Now on the headset here, you would notice that when you first saw it, there's actually bits here that are metal. So going into more the metal bits here, there's metal here, metal going up the sides. Of course the microphone little holder there is all metal. And what it makes it does give it a little bit of weight, but it makes it look like quality, and when you hold it, it feels like it's a quality headset. It really does make it look really like a nice quality headset. I know, I think it's just that metal, it just gives you that kind of illusion for it. And of course, being it's metal, there's also these metal screws here as well. And what they allow you to do is adjust this headband part. So currently that's the kind of how basically big it'll open up. But if you've got a larger head or anything like that and you want this to fit, no problem, you can adjust these little screws on the end here. You just unscrew them, and then this slides open, and then you just screw that shut. I'll just do both sides so you can see how big it can get. And of course, just like that, these screws can come out, so just make sure when you're doing it you don't lose them. And that's how big it can make it too. So quite large size. So really easy to adjust, and again, you can adjust it to any length on that. Just move it to where you want and then screw that screw in. Okay, so that's back to the way it was. Now of course, actually internally in here, the actual magnet drivers that they have in this headset is the 40mm neodymium drivers. What that basically means is that it's going to give you a wider range of frequencies, which in turn will allow you to have better sound quality, increased power, which also helps with the bass, and of course it's also very lightweight, so the whole headset is not going to be too heavy on your head. Because even though this does have a little bit of weight because of all the metal and everything like that, it's not too heavy, and those drivers aren't going to make it any more heavier. So you get good quality sound, but you also get that lightweight that goes with it as well. So on to performance. How does this headset sound? Well, like I mentioned before, it is a 2.0 stereo sound system, so you only get the stereo sound. Of course, it does help, like especially if you're plugging this into your computer, is if you have a good sound card. But luckily these days, most motherboards or even some laptops come with decent built-in sound cards. But of course, if you have one of those sound blasters or something, then you're going to get really good sound quality being outputted from it. These ear cups here are of course noise isolating. What noise isolating basically means is when you put these on, it basically blocks out those outside sounds, so ambient sounds, background sounds. So when you first put these on, everything will sound a bit muffled, but as soon as you start playing a game, you won't notice that, and all you'll hear is the game that you're playing, or the music or movies or whatever you're actually listening to or watching at that time. So it's really good to keep out all those sound effects in the background and stuff, so that way you're not distracted by anything going wrong around you in your game room or at home or wherever you're playing. So it's a pretty cool feature, and that's basically why these are a little bit tighter to wear on your head as well, because of that noise isolating, because it keeps it solid on your head. Otherwise it wouldn't create a good seal between your head and these ear cups, and it would let sound in. But otherwise those work pretty well. Tends to block out pretty much all the sounds that you don't really want. so that's really cool. And of course, I tried this with a couple of different things. First off, I tried it with music. I listened to some music with it. The lyrics of the song came out pretty clear. It handled bass okay. It will handle bass better if you've used it with an equalizer. So if you've got an equalizer setting, either that comes with your sound card or some other software on your computer that allows you to adjust the levels of your headset, some sort of equalizer, then of course you can adjust the different levels. And I found that with music especially, you can get it to really sound amazing if you just adjust your levels, especially on your bass. But overall, music sounded really good with these headsets, had no problem, came crystal clear through it, sounded pretty good, and it did handle bass okay. Especially well, like I said, with that equalizer. Movies, I did try it with a couple of movies, just listening to some of the sounds in them. Dialogue came through clear. Sound effects and background music also pretty clear, really nicely, really nice, good quality audio. No distortion, even in louder action sequences. And again, it handled bass quite nicely as well. And of course, games, because that's what you all want this headset for, is gaming. So action sounds, guns, explosions, they came through great. Bass was handled very well. And dialogue and music were clear and sounded good. So the headset handled itself well during intense moments where there was a lot of sound, so a lot of different sounds playing at once. Handled itself pretty well during those moments as well. And like I said above with that music, basically all the sounds, anything you're watching, movies, music, games, whatever, if you have equalizer on your computer with your sound card or software, and you can manually adjust some of those levels, you can adjust it to the exact way you want it to sound. So it does really help you with those kind of the bass and everything, just to adjust it to the perfect kind of setting, and you'll get a much better result out of it if you can do that before you go into watching anything or anything like that. But basically with the right settings, these headset, it sounded amazing. No matter what I tried with it did sound amazing. And of course, the microphone. So what is the microphone like? The microphone is very good clear quality. So if you record with this, it'll be fine. It comes out really nice and clear. Of course, you could also use this for multiplayer when you're playing online and talking to your friends. Although with anything, before you use the microphone, it would be a good idea to go in to the microphone settings and adjust the sensitivity level, because then you're going to get the best results with either gaming or recording with it. So definitely adjust the levels before you use it. But other than that, it came out beautiful. It very clear, really cool, really good quality microphone included on this headset. So overall, this headset performed great in everything I tested with. Sounded really good, clear. It really is an amazingly good quality headset. The ear cups here successfully minimized noise for less distraction. So like when I was doing it, anything else happening in my room, anything else outside of my game room or anything like that, didn't really hear it. Only was hearing what I was doing on the computer, whether it be music or gaming or trying it with that movie. That's all I heard. So really does a good job at getting rid of those excess noise. So the headset is very quality made. It sounds great whatever you're using it for, whether it be games, movies, music, or anything in between. This is a great stereo headset. And of course, like I said, you could also use it as just headphones with your iPod, which means you can take this on the go with you. So it also sounds good when you're listening to on your iPod or any other portable music device that you're using at that time. The downsides. First off, the biggest downside I think on this headset, which brings it down, is it is expensive for a 2.0 stereo headset. This thing is expensive. I mean, most times I think you see it for about $150, around that. It could be cheaper, I know, but the rough price of this thing is usually $150, $160, sometimes a bit more. And for a 2.0 headset, it's pretty expensive, since it's pretty comparable price to surround sound headsets these days. So I think the biggest thing that brings us down is the price. The second biggest thing that brings it down, because of that noise isolating feature, these ear cups actually, when you put it on, it fits pretty tightly to your head. Now at first it's not too bad. You're wearing it, it's, you know, you don't really notice it too much. It feels right, it feels a bit tight, but it is getting rid of that excess noise and creating a good seal between basically the headset as well as your head. But sometimes, especially after a long duration of play, like a couple of hours, the pressure of those ear cups on your head will start to be a bit uncomfortable. But like I say, it is unavoidable with this type of headset because Razer was trying to basically make a good seal, so it's tight on your head, so it gets rid of that excess sound, and basically blocks anything you don't want to hear out. But overall, I mean, overall it is a comfortable headset. Just after a prolonged time, it does get a bit uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable that you can't wear it anymore, but you do feel it. You are very aware that you're actually wearing a headset, and you can feel that pressure on your head. Of course, this thing is Battlefield 3 themed, so it is great for fans and collectors. Another thing I'll just mention here, the cable. Even though they do give a fairly good length of cable, for certain setups this may be a bit short for you. It really depends on your setup. So yeah, I mean, it's quite a decent cable, but it's not the longest cable that I've seen on a headset, so it may be a bit short for some setups. And briefly going back to that Battlefield 3 theme, it looks pretty cool as a Battlefield 3 headset, but like I say, another downside for me personally is it could have used a bit more artwork on the sides here, because I just feel that it's lacking. I just feel like they could have put something more on it, just to make it look a bit more flashier, because it is meant to be a collector's edition, and I feel for a collector, you want to see more artwork, or at least more of the theme from that thing. So maybe some kind of a military theme on the sides here would have been kind of nice. But it's still cool looking. It looks like a military style headset, like an aviator headset, so it does look pretty cool. There's no denying that. It looks like it's a pilot's headset, so it's pretty cool. So like I said before, ideal for fans or collectors of Battlefield. So overall, if you need a 2.0 stereo headset, and of course if you're a Battlefield fan, then this headset was probably ideal for you. But if you want a surround sound headset, then look at some other headsets available, as other surround sound headsets are basically comparable prices to this. So I think most of the times, if you're after a 2.0 headset, then this would be great. And of course, if you're a Battlefield 3 fan, then absolutely this would be awesome for you guys, because it's also themed to match that series. But you know, if you want surround sound, then go for another headset, because some surround headsets are almost identical price to this one. So yeah, definitely have a look at that before you decide to buy. But overall, it looks pretty cool. Try to get a better look overall here of it. But yeah guys, that was the BlackShark 2.0 gaming headset. Pretty cool. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I am Sharkie Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll have heaps more gaming controller and accessory videos up very soon. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you want to, and if you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps a lot guys. Thanks for watching.